Alright, whenever you're ready, you can start.
It, it wouldn't have shit me so bad if it wasn't for the fact of like every time I move it, I have to fight something, and then every room is like the two boss rooms are like, hey, I could give you an enemy that would actually be, somewhat decent. How about
Tolerable.
instead you have two? How about you have two red giants? It's like, how about why would you kiss my ass?
Yeah,
Stand there for fucking 20 minutes.
some of the end game bosses or dungeons, more accurately, are not really all that like fun. I think the game's end game or like more obscure side dungeons are not that fun. I'm glad they're side dungeons, if that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure doing the tower that's the hardest end game dungeon, isn't it?
Um, yes, but there's multiple end game dungeons. Hello, Pimp Demon. How are you doing? I guess me.
But I did get through the hardest of them.
Well, the hardest you can do right now, yes, but there's like the one at the very end, right on schedule. I am good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Pimp Demon. Working on the card game with Newhin. Got a bunch of new games. I might pick up one or two more games to finish off so I can stream some new content. But I will start reacting to your requests. I'm going to go in order. But now that I'm back from Vegas and everything got situated, I have more time. Still trying to finish up the book and the script for the versus video. Because I got plans for a big video. Yeah. Things are going pretty chill. Played Ultra Kill on the last on my last stream, or on Thursday when Kyle wasn't there. So GLaDOS versus the Combine. I'll react to the other one you posted first, then we'll do that one. Yeah. So from what I understand, Portal 2 takes place 50,000 years after the events of Portal 1. I was unaware of that. So that means what?
I too am unaware of that.
Have you ever played the Portal games?
No, they always seem like games that would be way more fun to do co-op than by yourself.
So Portal 1 is a single player game. Portal 2 has a co-op mode, but it is predominantly single player. I think in Portal 2 the way it works is for co-op, one robot controls the orange portals and the other one controls the blue portals. So yeah. We'll check out the video for sure though. GLaDOS versus the Combine, don't worry. I gotta talk to Mangler, see how far he's got in Elden Ring. We did play some Space Marine today, me and Mangler, so that was kind of fun. Now that Helldivers is gonna be on Xbox, my brother's gonna start playing it, so I need to start grinding up in Helldivers as well. So that'll be fun. Joke's on you. I don't remember what else I posted. Let's go with this here. You posted. Okay, apparently you posted more than one. Okay, so the first one you posted was who was the strongest internet reviewer? Then you posted Fearin versus Harry Potter. I did not see that one.
Freerun.
I did not see that one. That one is not... I didn't even know you requested that one. And then you requested GLaDOS versus the Combine.
And what's that?
So GLaDOS is the antagonist of Portal 1 and 2, and the Combine are the antagonists of Half-Life 2. Are you just gonna stand there mooing the whole time, or what would you call that? It's not a moo, it's more of a... Fuck, those antlers are massive! Man, he is not letting you go. Why do you keep throwing shit at him? Shouldn't you be fucking hitting him?
No, because you do want more damage to throw kick.
That doesn't sound right. Yeah, no. You proud of yourself?
Elk.
Actually, Wheatley is the antagonist of Portal 2. Wheatley would be the secondary antagonist. GLaDOS is still the antagonist for a portion of the game. I am proud of Kyle. You're proud of Kyle for jumping a poor moose? Or is that an elk?
Is an elk.
You're proud of Kyle for jumping an elk? I didn't realize we were watching fucking prehistoric JJK. Yeah, I also started playing Ultra Kill on the last stream I did, so I mentioned that one already. No, for not making Rin. Bro, Rin's fine. Fuck out of here. Fuck, I'm trying to type the next book in a smaller font, and it's making it harder to write, but fuck me. I don't know how the fuck Kyle does it with this fucking ant-sized fucking font.
It's not hard when you're not trying to write in like fucking subheading font.
Ah, shut up. Besides, if we're really going to be accurate about it, I arguably have one really bad character and then several decent characters. That's a pretty good track record. Arguably one bad character. Arguably.
No, you have one bad character, and the rest are pretty fine.
There you go. Regardless, my track record is still better than would be expected. So, suck it. Speaking of... Actually...
Take your wins where you can, I guess.
Fuck you, that is an absolutely valid win. Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
I was debating getting Baldur's Gate 3, but I feel like that's going to be a game that no one's going to want to watch me play.
Is it the one? Is that the one with the character that people hate?
What was that?
Is that the one that has the character people hate?
I think so. Zim, you only made 4 great characters: Tom, Blank, Alexander, and Spider Key, who doesn't even show up. Nah.
Maximilian's pretty good.
I don't even think he read the second book, to be honest. I think he was in the middle of reading like a bunch of other books, never even got around to it. Which, to be fair, valid. Anyways, I had solid characters. I don't want to hear it. Spider Key, though. Spider Key's going to be fun. Alright. You're goddamn right. Pimp Demon, on which part? Why? I understand that streaming is a little like delayed, but like you guys gotta be specific about what you're responding to. Reading lots of books. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, you mention it all the time. I need to start reading some books as well. Need to finish up these high school DxD book reviews so I can order some more. I gotta start going through the Borderlands guidebooks. But that might actually be after I'm done with Fist of the North Star. I want to get my big Fist of the North Star video done this year. So I'll probably just Fist of the North Star over Borderlands. Especially with Borderlands 4 on the way. So what's the story of this game so far? We're protecting our tribe. We hunt. We eat. We get high. I think that's
caveman together, strong.
Friend together, strong.
Family.
I didn't realize you were playing Vin Diesel. I still remember the books I read when I first watched you stream. Those were something. What, are you talking about those fucking weird fucking gore fetish books you liked where, like, the girl was, like, fucking got her, like, I think, like, what, vagina stapled shut or something? You can't judge me, Pimp Demon. I've seen what makes you cheer. Can you skin the humans, or is that not allowed in this game?
No, I can't skin the people, you psychopath.
Why can't you? They're resources now. Can you use their bones?
No!
Why? Why
Oh,
not?
like King Kong where I can just rip the bones out of their chest and use them infinitely.
It sounds like this game just isn't letting you use all your resources. Yes, those books. What, Pimp Demon? Have you decided that those books may or may not be the most highest quality of reading? And who is the character you're playing as? What's his deal? Well, his deal is that he came to a location his tribe was migrating towards. His tribe's in trouble, and now he's fighting to protect his tribe. Red Dusk, there's not any depth to this game. It's a very bare bones game. Oh, actually, no. You are the Beastmaster, right? Or what are you, the Beast Whisperer or something?
I am the beast tamer.
Ah, he's the Beast Tamer. And we know that's valid because a random hobo who drugged us up told us we were.
Can never find a game where we're not drugged up.
Just ask the gods.
Actually, I'm actually trying. I'm playing back like all of 6 in my head, and I'm trying to think if we actually get drugged in 6.
You do. No, I'm just reminiscing. Speaking of which, I power scaled one of those characters as well way back. Nice. Listen, guys, all that matters is having fun. And also being able to survive. That definitely helps. Which I might have some trouble with in the future.
Really?
Yep. That big, beautiful bill.
You voted for him.
I actually did not vote for him. I did not participate in the 2020 election, actually. I think I told you that. Or 2024, my bad. Yeah. I actually decided I didn't like either candidate at that point, so I decided to abstain. I didn't vote either. Surprisingly strong like Hypersonic and City Block.
I love how it's just going to nuke your country into the fucking dark age. He thinks that it's going to help. It's not going to help shit. Your country is going to the fucking dark age. You are now a third world country cosplaying as a first world. Congratulations.
Motherfuckers, when they're like, they're not getting free healthcare. They're now a third world country. Actually, I think Mexico and other countries do give their people health insurance. We're actually behind on that. I also didn't vote. Does I know it's gonna sound kind of stupid, but like, do Norwegians actually have vote like actual elections? Do you guys have like an actual democracy? I thought you guys like just existed. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've kind of given up trying to like worry about shit. I'll just take the punches as they come along and then work my way out.
We are not going into any other wars. I ran into another war.
No, we didn't go into a war. Somehow we didn't go into a fucking
Oh,
war.
you're right. You didn't. You were just used as like a fucking puppet state by fucking Israel. Good for you, people.
Yeah, that's valid. We vote, but
How much money? How much money did they fucking inject into your economy that they have this much of a stranglehold on your fucking country?
It's not money. I'll have to
It
explain.
fucking is, because they lobby a lot.
Yeah, but that's not what lets them do what they do. It's a little more complicated than that. We'll talk about it off stream at some point. I didn't vote either. We vote, but I meant the American vote. Well, Pimp Demon, you were not a national to America, so I hope you didn't vote in an American election. That would be bad. No, the main reason I didn't vote in 2024 is because I don't believe uneducated voters should be allowed to vote. So
So you agree with me that there are downsides to democracy, that some of the dumbest shouldn't have opinions that are just as valid as some of the smartest?
I think everyone should take a test before they vote anywhere to show they have some level of knowledge on what the fuck the things are being voted on. So what happened is I didn't have enough time to read up on the propositions and like the candidates' positions, and I was like, I am not informed enough to make a proper vote, so I'm not going to vote. Didn't have to in the end, go figure, but you know. I really want to see an election that's decided by one vote one day. You know, they always say your vote matters, but then like the guy wins by like fucking 200,000 votes or some shit. They had a South Park episode about that one where they were voting between two school mascots.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and then Stan gets forced to vote in the end. He votes,
even though his vote didn't matter.
Yeah, his vote. Well, no. So like, the guy still loses. He says his vote didn't matter. Everyone's like, no, your voice did matter. And then the entire fucking event gets canceled because the original mascot comes back, and then they then they're like, now your vote didn't matter. The Jewish lobby thing is no very old. The message was you will always have a choice between a douche and a turd. Yeah, but that's because we don't have a direct democracy. We have a republic, and to be honest, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, you have a fucking banana republic now.
Bruh.
Bro, I hope you...
Puppet State Australia
I really hope...
is a far bigger puppet of the CCP than the U.S. of Israel.
Fuck off, it is.
That's not really saying much. You would expect that. The CCP's like a global superpower. You would expect the superpower to like hold weight over other nations.
And it's not them that holds weight over us. It's fucking America. And because we've been tied to the hip with you fucking idiots for so long, that's pretty much reflex to go to wherever you guys do. Because if we refuse, you'll just do a fucking coup d'etat and get rid of the Prime Minister again, like you guys did in the fucking 80s.
Let's find out. Did America get rid of an Australian Prime
Yes, you did. You got him vote. You got
in the 80s.
You got Gough Whitlam
CIA.
kicked out. Yes, it was the CIA.
Well, of course it was the CIA. That's what we fucking pay them for. God, I love the CIA.
You funneled so much money into the Liberals that year.
Yes. Oh fuck. It's nice when a government agency actually does what they're supposed to. Oh. 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 Okay. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Well deserved. Well deserved. The effects of the BBB are also extremely overblown. Yeah, it might potentially be really bad effects, but hardly comparable to DEI ESG scam. So, I'm going to say this in a way that makes sense. There might have been worse shit that doesn't make what we got vastly better. Does that make sense? Like, yes, there was a worse outcome and we avoided that. It doesn't mean we got a good outcome. Does that make sense? Am I making sense here? Anyways, so yeah.
Still on the brink of civil war.
Actually, that one is overblown. A lot more people are more mellow than the news would give it credit for. It's really just one group of people that's a problem.
And they're working to get rid of all those people through secret police.
No. Well, okay. Assuming you think I mean Hispanics, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Has not wholesome one awakened within the Zim? No. So regarding Kyle's accusations of America getting involved in Australian politics, so allegedly,
it's not a fucking accusation.
Shush.
It's not a fucking accusation.
Never proven. I just checked.
You can literally prove it by looking at the evidence.
So allegedly,
it's
there
not
was a
alleged.
prime minister in the 80s.
It's not alleged.
Also, to clarify, the 80s means that it was in the 70s because for whatever fucking reason, I don't know the exact reason why every decade is referenced by the following decade rather than their actual decade. Because right now, I think we're still in the 21st century. We're in the 21st century.
No, you're wrong. It was the 80s, but you're right when it's just like...
Well, it's the 70s.
21st century, but we're still in the two...
I just Googled it. The events happened in like 1976. Actually, no. It might not even have been the 70s. Let me reopen the page. I think it was 1960, actually, because it involved the Vietnam War.
It shouldn't be the 60s. That should be the...
1968 and 1966.
Okay,
1969, 1972 is when the Labour Party won the election. So, anyways, where was I? So what happened was allegedly the CIA funneled.
No, stop saying allegedly. It's not fucking alleged.
So while whistleblowers have claimed it happened, there's no direct evidence proving it. So it is alleged. Allegedly.
It's not.
Allegedly.
It's as alleged. It's alleged as Diddy being innocent.
So he was convicted of 2 crimes, so that wasn't alleged. Hang on. So let for us to amuse Kyle, we'll say the CIA did in fact do what he is claiming, that they funneled hundreds of thousands of dollars to a puppet of England, allegedly, according to the Wikipedia article, that was a part of the liberal political movement. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why would the United States, hypothetically, go after Australia? For what reason? There are 2 reasons why the United States allegedly went after the Australian election. 2 reasons. Reason number 1, in American fashion, it was incredibly petty. Australia did not want to be a part of the Vietnam War. So, as per tradition, the United States was incredibly petty about that. And the second reason is a much more valid reason, and one that kind of makes me wonder why we're even partners with Australia today.
Yeah, because we wanted to kick you. We wanted to kick you the fuck out. Get your armies out of the fuck out of the country and get back. Like,
shut the fuck up and listen, because it wasn't our armies. We had 1 reconnaissance base there to work as satellite footage in case nukes were fired from Russia.
We cannot. We don't know what you do there. Everything that you say that happens there is super alleged, and it's super under lock and key. Our government has no idea what the fuck you do there, and that's super not okay.
That is not listed in the information. You guys were leasing it to us and everything.
We lease you the land.
Apparently you leased
and
us
you pay a good amount of money, but you don't tell us what the fuck you do there. We are not allowed anywhere near the base.
It was a radio station.
It's not.
The whole thing was to keep track of nukes and fucking and fucking messages between the Soviet Union and China.
Then you guys wouldn't need.
That's wild.
You fucking are, and you literally would. Yes, you are. You guys are fucking like scum.
Valid, but not as bad as you're making out to be. Most people
You
being deported are literally self-deported.
You literally topple factions that literally don't do what you want to do. At least, here's the only good thing about your president so far. At least he's either dumb enough or at least brave enough to put on the face and tell people, yeah, we do that on purpose.
Why are you
Fuck
making
you,
it
you
sound
can't
like
do
we're
anything
the
about
only
it.
ones who do that shit? Fuck out of here.
Because you fucking do it the most.
No, we're just better at it than everyone else.
You've done it.
Wait, Zim, aren't you Mexican?
To most countries.
Yeah, that's because we're good at it. That doesn't mean the other countries haven't tried. They're just bad at it. You really think China hasn't been going around doing that shit for fucking years? You really think Russia wasn't during the Cold War? Straight fucking
Russia
cuckoos.
Did. China doesn't have a reason to do it.
They literally fucking invested heavily into other fucking nations to build their Belt and Road Initiative. Why do you genuinely believe China's just not bad, like in general? Like I'm not even trying to be like
no, just not as bad as America, because you guys are literally evil. Cosplaying is good.
Okay, so what do you like? How do you reconcile that with the literal concentration camps they have for Muslims?
Because you guys do it too.
We don't have concentration camps. They're like this.
Most countries have concentration camps for people they don't want. We have it. We have Christmas Island.
All right, so I'm never gonna listen to morality from Kyle again. So I live in America. I am American, but I am Hispanic because my bloodline comes from Mexico. China literally enforces ESG on other countries like Japan and the USA. Can you clarify what ESG is? That sounds like a food.
If that's buying debt, then all countries have the opportunity to buy each other's debt. In fact, America does that the most out of any country. It's basically a giant IOU.
You think we buy the most debt out of any country? All right, let's find out.
No, you get other countries to buy your debt,
Yeah.
and you give them a giant IOU.
Yeah. But we don't get them to. They buy it of their own free will.
You
China...
kind of strong arm them.
Oh, so we strong arm China to do it. That's wild.
No. You strong arm Japan.
Well, recently or in general?
Recently. Well, before you guys really didn't have to strong arm people because it was safer to invest in your economy. But now, because it's not super safe to invest in your economy,
you know, like we've
is
gotten
kind of
massive.
strong arming.
You know, we've got like massive investments in the economy, right? Like I'm sure Australia's talked about that at some point. Like we've gotten more investments in our economy like the last year alone than we have, I think, in the last like 12 years.
And yet, you have the most debt than you've ever had in history.
That's because we added like fucking, I think it was like 5 trillion after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a gotcha moment. Every country has more debt. I think even China's debt surpasses their GDP.
We don't. We have slightly less.
Australia national
It's either like
debt.
It's either like slightly more or slightly less. When we did have the biggest amount, there's when we had the fucking Liberals in.
Your debt has slightly dropped since last year. You are correct. It dropped by a factor of 20 billion. Not bad. China also has a far bigger debt than the USA.
I was expecting more.
What?
I was expecting more.
Well, to be fair, it's been 1 year since you guys got rid of the other party, so give it some time.
Well, it's actually been 4 years, but we spent the last 4 years fixing up 10 years worth of fuck ups.
Economic, social governance, also part of diversity and inclusion, also known as DEI. What the fuck? Most nations are literally repelling from China because of how insidious they are. That's valid. China also has a far bigger debt than the US. Does China have more debt than us? Hang on.
Hey, no! Fuck you! Oh, that's not cool.
China does not have more debt than us. That is wrong.
Yo, did you see what this filthy fucker did?
No. Did he pee on you? He peed on you?
We fell down his trap and he started to take a piss on us. Filthy fucker. Not cool, bro.
Let me see here. So currently China's debt is currently 13.7 trillion versus the United States 31.68 trillion. These numbers are a little inaccurate. I believe the United States has more debt. Yes. So China has increased their debt 3 times as fast, and their GDP is still able to cover it for now. But I don't know if this is including the housing market industry that crashed last year, because China cooks their numbers pretty hard. So these numbers might not even be accurate. But at the current moment, the United States has way more debt. It's just that China gained debt faster than they should have. What do you guys do with liberals? Nothing. It's just that they got voted out. So, Red Dust, to clarify, liberals in Australia would be what we would consider conservatives, and our liberals are, what do you call them, Labour? It's the Labour Party?
Labour, or the Workers' Party.
Yes. My opinion is the strongest American weapon is at least planet, the Russian is multi-continental, and the Chinese is uni. You can go back to playing
What's
Command.
this?
You can go back to playing Command and Conquer, Kaizo.
I was gonna say, well, what the fuck is this in reference to?
Kaizo, you can go ahead and go back to Command and Conquer. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, no. So it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, things haven't gone the way they're supposed to in terms of like logic. So it's really anyone's game right now. Meanwhile, California driving us more into debt. Yes and no. So California is bad. I live in California. Full disclaimer. So California is in a bad spot, 100%. But it also provides a lot of GDP. So it's in a weird position. Texas and Florida have become the GDP centers for America generally. At the current moment, but that's more so because of factories and stuff of that nature, not because of more advanced things. Speaking of more advanced things.
Oh, speaking of advanced things, I was talking to someone about the kind of movies I like, and you know what they asked?
What?
You're so young. Why do you like ancient movies? Dude, I felt so cut. All I said is I like action and comedy from the 80s and 90s. It's not ancient. I'm still hip.
You're still with the young crowd.
Aside from that, I finally saw Thunderbolts.
Any good?
Solid 7.
Sounds pretty solid by fucking MCU standards. But yeah, it is what it is. I just hope things work out good for everybody, but you know, it is what it, you know. I gave Thunderbolts a 3. A 3? What the fuck? How many women were in the movie again?
Being superheroes or just in the movie?
Being superheroes.
After they killed off Taskmaster, 2?
That's a pretty low rating even by your standards, Red Dusk. They killed off Taskmaster. You want to go dip into that river real quickly and wash the piss off your face? There. Now your soul has been cleansed. Go shoot that guy in the dick.
Yeah, besides from that, I also saw Ballerina, which was a way better movie than the Thunderbolts.
Is it still in theaters or no?
I don't know.
Because I did want to watch it in theaters, but I kept forgetting to.
Yeah, I think the MCU is getting to the point now where they're running out of star power to try and like hold movies together.
I like how to clarify why I have a problem with DEI and ESG is because it's the thing that funds wokeness. Nah, I could tell, Ryan. I like how the boat just instantly disappears when he jumps into the water, then reappears when you walk out of the water.
I am your tribal leader. I am the tribal chief. Do not. You are lucky I'm not kicking you off this cliff.
Are you mad that your new tribal name is gonna be Pissman and everyone's gonna start calling you Pissman?
Oh. I told them I wanted yes men, not piss men.
What are you gonna do if everyone just starts calling you Pissman? Do you just give up?
I am no longer a wager. You can. I just do an ancient commons screw you guys. I'm going home. You can all find your own village.
Oh yeah, the Fist of the North Star trailer came out today, and a lot of people did not like it. It's 3D.
For what?
It's not 2D. I'm going to wait because Regenesis wasn't that bad. But it.
Are people still pissed off nowadays that they just do 3D?
Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want 2D, but I understand that 3D is cheap.
Let me put you this way. Depending on how they do it, it might just end up looking like Penguin Astra, where it's still gonna be brutal as shit. You're just gonna get used to what it looks like.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Kangen first came out, they got the same criticism, and then everyone ended up loving it?
Yeah. Does anyone know how powerful the Demon Bane series is? No. I've never even heard of that series. So there's a game called Night of the Consumers where you play as a guy in retail. And I wanted to try playing it, but I watched the gameplay for it from a different YouTuber. And it looked way too much like actually working retail, and I'm like, I'm good.
Why did you want to play a job simulator?
Because some of that can be fun.
No, they're not. They're fucking simulating a job.
What happened? Bro, can you not do something fucking weird every time I show up here? He's probably making it worse by fucking throwing shit on those burns.
Must be the salt. Oh, never mind.
At least he's smart enough to realize he can't recover. No? What do you mean, Pimp Demon? Have you come up with an answer on what would be a fate worse than death for Dante? No. Because to be honest, there's not much you can really do to the guy. The Combine versus Milo Murphy. Most people can't beat Milo Murphy. At least in terms of like direct combat. I guess not. I guess not direct combat. I've never seen anyone try to fight Milo Murphy, but I know he like, I know he's one of those characters who can beat a lot of like Fey and precog situations. Yeah, because like Milo Murphy, if I remember correctly, can just like survive all the random shit that happens to him. It actually became kind of a hear me out. The Combine could either take over the planet faster or slower. It all depends on who Milo is cheering for. Well, Milo would obviously be cheering for humanity because that's just in his character. He is a good guy at the end of the day. He wouldn't cheer for like the bad guys. Jill Valentine versus Aya Brea from Parasite Eve. I would have to see what she does. Kyle, have you ever seen Parasite Eve?
Heard of it, never seen it.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it. I've never seen it. So the Combine are always one of those funny fucking factions. Because for context, for those of you who don't know how the Combine work, the Combine are an advanced species of, or they're an advanced military species, but they have one flaw. They never figured out teleportation within the universe. So they can teleport to other dimensions, they just never figured out how to do it within a singular universe. Then the bad guys lose because we learn when Milo's cheering for his school's football team, they always lose. However, the day he cheered for the other team, they won. I mean, it depends. It depends on like whether or not Milo's smart enough to just cheer for the Combine. But the problem is that like at that point, depending on how the war's going, you might just have someone try and kill Milo just because like fucking just because of him cheering for the other side. Now, I know technically killing Milo is up in the air if you can even, like, do it. But that would be, like, I'd have to see everything he's Rise and Phineas and Ferb. Because technically they're in the same universe. Well, not technically, they are in the same universe. Milo, Meat, Doofenshmirtz, and them. Milo Murphy's actually one of the few characters people unanimously agree could be Wonder of You. It's kind of funny.
We still gotta make the video of like stands that we could positively say could beat Wonder of You.
Nah, bro, they're gonna hit us with that author no limits fallacy up the wazoo.
Thank you, Jabba Godot.
Oh, what's he been up to these days?
No idea. He has a hot streak of uploading shit and then he just doesn't upload shit for ages.
What's his name again?
Jabba Godot.
Jobber?
Godot.
Is it G-O?
Yes. No.
Is there a space?
Hey, try to look for it on YouTube.
Yeah. Here it is, here he is, here he is. It looks like he's been pitching a bunch of Death Battle casts. It looks like he stopped making like overall videos for the most part. Gold Experience Requiem would lose to Made in Heaven according to Iraqi. I feel like the game's kind of just proved out a little bit, but okay.
I'm pretty sure the George Joestar novel also disagrees with that.
I saw a video where someone said star level Witcher vampires.
Based on what?
Based on By My Scans. Is that the guy's name? Didn't we already see what a fate worse than death would be for Dante when he was laying down remembering the memories of his mother getting killed in DMC5 without being able to do anything? That's not really a fate worse than death. That's just what happened to him.
It's kind of the thing that fuels him.
Has Record of Ragnarok ended their battle yet between Loki and Simo?
No.
Have they already gotten close to tying it? What's up, guys? I'll let the stream roll as I work on something. Hope you're having a good night over there. Yep, we are, Newen. What's up, Newen? I honestly think Ruga Rabbit is one of the dumbest power scalers. Whoever the fuck that is. It was by Dr. Splash. Could Kenshiro handle Gundams from the Gundam universe? I'd have to see what Gundams can do. So, I plan to watch Evangelion, and then after Evangelion, I plan to maybe start Gundam. Maybe.
Gundam is on my list of shit to start. I just haven't had the opportunity. I'm kind of like dodging shit with all my might that people tell me is really good, because the last series I tried that people told me was to die for and really good was fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, and it was the most mid nothing I ever fucking went through.
What the hell's a Seer's Globe? I should read and Kyle finish the Draco video soon. Alright, Pimp Demon, if you're taking off, thanks for stopping by, man. Always appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some content for you later on in the year. Wait, they gave you 3,500 fucking 3,500 crystals? I think that's enough to I think that's enough to craft a epic or a legendary, isn't it? Don't worry, Pimp Demon. Don't worry, Pimp Demon. Once the next book comes out with Rin, you're gonna realize Rin's a great character, and you're gonna accept that you've been wrong.
Are you rebooting his character again?
I don't know what you're talking about, Kyle. All right, I'll have to craft some more of the cards I needed from last time later. I just signed in to get my stuff. Well, that's fine, as long as they give us fucking material. Alright. Time to have someone be crucified. Currently on Victory Gundam. What happens if you kill your animal companion?
I gotta get a new one.
Wild. So I went on Fiverr one time to look at voice actors and actresses for videos, and ever since I went on there, I have gotten nothing but Fiverr ads. Nah, you good, Newhan. I just wanted to grab the things. What is the bird doing? It's being a bird. By the way, me drawing these two dance while I put Garuda Valley on the background. Lol, is she the lover of Wes or something? She's the one who technically killed him. But you know, at that point in heaven, they're like the only ones who get along with each other because they're from the same era. Yeah, she's gonna be the one who ends up killing him. Some of the card art for the main set is gonna be him getting killed. She was a criminal back in those days. I'm not sure if the enemies to lovers trope works there or not, but technically I guess they fall more in line with that one. Yeah, he kills her, but her ambush is the one that kills him. That was actually a good shot, Kyle. I was watching that. I was waiting for you to miss. But you did it. Good job. Anyways, I gotta crucify this person. Let's go. Haha, you have no more arrows? Kyle, quick! Mutilate their corpse for bones to make arrows. Kyle, don't you fucking ignore me.
I've already got my arrows.
So, gameplay wise, how do you feel about this game versus the other ones you played so far?
It's a bit different, a bit more limiting.
Do you think that makes it a better experience, or do you think it's a little too like stiff in too many areas?
No, it makes more sense because I'm used to having like a sniper rifle. So when I don't have a sniper rifle, it's going to feel a bit restrictive.
Why you miss with the sniper rifle, anyways?
No, I don't.
Keep telling yourself that. Then we ask if the enemies to lovers trope works for these two. Bro, married couples stay together for less. Ask my grandparents. Well, I know the background for all of the characters that I ask you to draw. It's just that I don't like flesh out too many of them if they're not relevant to any of the stories I'm writing at the moment. So like I know what happens to them. I just don't know like, ooh, wow, those guys are dead. Scalp them. Those guys are ugly. Well, fuck. I mean, they're over there suffering like the worst experience I've ever had. But fuck, you really just gotta rub salt on the wound, don't you, Red Dusk?
It's just one of those people who goes up to someone at the bus station. What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you ugly?
That's fucked.
He probably comes in with the left hook with the why are you poor?
Why are you driving? Why are you riding the bus, loser? Well, Red Dusk, if I remember, is in the military, so he's actually a lot better off than we are financially. Oh yeah, Newhan, I looked at my upgrades for my Mastamon deck. Outside of the Myuri that everyone says I should buy, the rest of it looks pretty cheap for the most part.
I'll be back.
Okay. Red Dusk at the bus station got 9 people. Damn, Red Dusk, is this true? I'm over to assault rifle guy. Wild.
You wouldn't go 23, but this is the other. You think 16 is 23.
Also, apparently, we're getting Cyberpunk Edge Runners Season 2. So, that's going to be pretty cool. Also, yeah, I told you Mastamon outside the Tamers is super cheap. You can get the rare and be fine with it. Yeah, I just gotta buy the new Lady Devimon.
Oh, you're investing in Lady Devimon.
Not really investing. The deck's really cheap. It's just that I already had some of the cards from before, so yeah. How did David beat Adam Smasher and Edge Runners? He didn't. See, that's the thing. Red Dusk is that he didn't do that. Oh yeah, I also got to get the new Gatomon and the new Angie Woman as well. And some decks run Mastamon Ace, some don't. So I'll get like 2 Mastamon Aces to be safe. The Myri's still $70 a copy. That's wild. I like how the regular Myri's 70, but the Altart is $90. You're honestly just better at that point. You're better off just buying the Altart. Oh yeah, some of them also run a specific like extra boss monster. Speaking of Cyberpunk, this fire from Franz Ferdinand was actually originally released 2003. I know. I don't believe Cyberpunk's version of that song is. I don't believe Cyberpunk's version of that song is censored. I could be wrong about that though. I didn't know you called Rohan for 8 in this game. He's the beast. Whatever the fuck he's supposed to be.
He doesn't. He's not cultured enough to understand that reference.
I know who the Rohan are, you fucking loser. Motherfucker thinks just because I haven't fucking read Lord of the Rings, I don't know who the characters are.
You haven't watched it either.
I watched the movies, asshole. I told you I watched them, you fucking dick. Fucking Panoche. No, I'm sorry, I didn't watch the 13 fucking hour director's cut version.
Shame on you. Shame. It's sad that I can put the extended edition on all 3 movies and I can say them fucking word for word.
I wouldn't call it sad. I'm lying, I would.
Makes you feel any better. My dad can do that for Flash Gordon.
Why is it supposed to make me feel better? That's the thing that's currently infamous in the TCG Market Sphere. The alt arts can become equal to the price of its normal art version, so it's better off getting the alt art instead, because those retain some value as time goes on, even with the reprints. Yeah, when it comes to card games, if the normal version of the card costs close to the alt art, always buy the alt art. Why'd you kill those two people? Because Kyle's an asshole.
Because they're gonna kill me. Don't do that.
Again?
Papa! Tawinja. Nutayuanka. Schlauta. Magisch bei die Mama foi.
Are you gonna get fucking peed on again?
Duasa shwalim harsar kamas. Shitaugatta.
Dua sashwalim samharsi. Hars hafchu waidam. Quati salga daicha.
Damn! Okay!
Washta mama fadi. Ukwati salka. Daish. Aish hars waidatta. Tushi gwash.
By censored, I mean some instruments are less heavy and some parts of the song are cut, like when he repeats this fire is out of control. The cyberpunk version, he says, oh, I'll burn it all, in the original. Ah, I see. Well, Kyle, you have to track that bear. You talked a lot of shit. Those two guys that you ran past earlier didn't try to kill you. In Kyle's eyes, everyone tries to kill him.
You make me out to be some sort of bloodletted psychopath.
Gasuriars.
You are. You're a monster. You're worse than I am.
I'm sorry, I'm not the person who literally shot everyone in the Modern Warfare mission and then replayed the mission just to do it all again.
No, you're the kind of guy who goes through a mission shooting people in the dick, and then when you check if they died, you shoot them in the dick. Mine was merciful. Yours was cruel.
It was a big area to hit.
Guys, if you're ever in a battlefield and you somehow find out Kyle's on the other side, just go ahead and kill yourselves now, because Kyle will shoot you in the dick, and then when he's checking for people to kill on the ground to make sure they're dead, he'll just shoot you in the dick again.
Oh, it's a good way to check.
Take your
They'll
side in
yell.
the capsule if you know Kyle is on the other team, because your dick is going to be eviscerated one way or another. You might as well not be alive for it.
But if they're still alive, they'll yell.
As they bleed out from their dick. Kyle, after playing this game, you know what, Zim? Maybe the British had a point. Kyle, after a Native American pees on him. It's time to colonize.
Uhara.
So apparently I need ID to buy Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh, hello, Azra. How you doing?
What do you need to play Assassin's Creed?
Apparently he needs an ID to play Assassin's Creed Origins. That means that they don't think he's old enough to buy Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I just don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry.
Hars Shadi.
Devil, as Devil Hill was doing it, he sent me a picture of his kid just all asleep. That's nice. Did you make her fucking Hispanic, Newton? Oh, that's great. Yas, queen. Alright, solid. Solid. It works. Ah, I see you made the outfit while he was alive. That's fine. Yeah, she technically ends up becoming his manager in the afterlife. Really, really fuck situation for him on that one. This is why GameStop is failing. Oh, apparently Diddy might walk. I thought he already walked. So they caught him on 2 charges, but the charges were not the severe ones, if that makes sense. Oh, that's funny. Let me know what the Bills at New Hint too, so I can keep track on that. Bro, I literally got flamed under a Reddit post once because I said I find Jack 3 music creepier than Jack 2. Why would you say something so controversial yet so bold? Yeah, I figured you would make more cards for him related to his past and present, so I made him with his old attire. Gotcha, sending the current bill so you can check if you want more work. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Guys, I don't think I'm straight. All right, Azra. Nothing wrong with that.
One man, mama paddy.
You go get that dick king.
Jam jam in that man. Flying big one, that man.
Okay, so what exactly happened that caused you to come to this potential realization?
Zim, licks lips, kiss and tell.
Well, no, it's more like how what experience do you have that tells you you might not be straight? Because if it's just not liking women, I don't think that's enough to say you're gay, but you know, to each their own. Spargus City theme is literally celestial bodies, sound effects, and the Darkmaker's theme when they ascend to Earth sounds alien as fuck, and the Monk Temple sounds like the calm before a storm, but sure, I guess. Maybe they were upset you had the audacity to fucking talk about the soundtracks for games like that. Now you two, Ozra, what's happening today? Been like 3 friends now coming out of the closet. Wild. Why don't you just ascend to the proper level and just be Greek, where you put your dick into everything?
The true form of transcendence. The whole is the whole.
The true transcendence in this life is being like you, Jero. I'm straight, so anything that gets me hard has to be a woman. What up? Well, Azra, if you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't feel pressure to talk about it. You know, it's your life, it's your situation. Just know we'll be here. And we don't judge here. I mean, we're all pretty wholesome. Zimmit's in the chat. Oh, there you go. Let's see. If the Astolfo plushie ate your D, call you sissy. That's fine. It happens all the time. I went to a gay bar, and the 3 finest girls there was a drag queen, a cross-dresser, and a trans woman.
Doesn't make you gay if they look like women. Just means that they're very good at disguises. Unless one of them turned around and said, "How you doing, son?" And it sounded like the ugly stepsister from Shrek, and then you might be on something.
So I guess the first question that pops into my mind is, what are you doing at a gay bar? Because that implies you're spending money you shouldn't be, Azura. And I know those bills haven't been paid.
I like how you thought about something I didn't, but then you just instantly went to something that I didn't. You were the 2 things that I didn't. I didn't even pick up gay bar, and you also picked up, like, you're spending money you shouldn't.
I'm like, I really should have been a fucking IRS agent, because I can just smell when someone's not paying their dues. Maybe I'll become an IRS agent and then pray for the day the America rises up and kills all the IRS agents because they're... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We all just hate the IRS. You guys can't see me blinking in Morse code. Okay, so it's not gay, but it's not straight. Look. If they looked like women... and you didn't know they were dudes, that's still being straight because you thought they were women. Now, if you were still finding them incredibly attractive after you find out they're dudes, which, to be fair, if one of them's a trans individual, is that really technically they're a female at that point? Technically, wasn't that person on your team? Nope. Ah, wrong paint. How do you get that shade of fucking blue in this fucking era? What the fuck? Ozra, despair in body. It's fine, Ozra. Here in Latin, football players tend to sleep with trans service women as an initiation ritual. What the fuck?
Questions of many I have.
Motherfuckers will do everything but just say that they might be fucking bi. Wild. They had Cowling Clay in that era. Did they? Let me take a look at this. Never heard of Never heard about Pele and Ronaldinho? I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I'm not pretty sure. Those are very popular soccer players. I didn't buy any drinks and it's close. I had a falling out with my friend group. A lot of people they bought over were disrespectful and wanted me to stop wearing my wig because real women. Oh, is this about your whole wig situation still? Were they still giving you shit for your fucking wig?
I'm not caught up in the know.
Yeah,
When did Ozra
Ozra found out a while back he really likes wearing wigs, so he wears wigs now.
Oh, good for you.
Ozra, your friend group's fucking weird, bro. Actually, what does your wig look like? Are you fucking walking out looking like fucking Terry Crews with the long blonde hair? What kind of wig are you wearing? That? Well, you must be wearing a weird wig if everyone keeps giving you shit. What's your wig look like? You can wear wigs all you want. I'm just confused why they keep giving you shit for it. It's pink and black? Well, is it tasteful pink and black though, or is it like all pink with some black, or is it all black with pink? Like, what's the color scheme here? Like, how well would it fit in the Tron universe? I'll show you. Alright. Oh no.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, you fucking bastard. Oh, I need to remind me later to send you a clip.
Best viewers on streamboot.com. Remove the space at SCTD9EBF.
Is that porn? That's it. Alright, Ozra, I got the picture. Let me see this. I feel like it gives off too much anime character vibe, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad wig. Although seeing the wig, now I understand maybe why your friends give you so much shenanigans. Because when you wear a long wig, even if it goes down to your shoulders, people tend to not like those wigs on men. So I can understand why you're being given flack. That being said, it doesn't look all that bad. Like, it's just what it is. If you want to wear a wig, you wear a wig. It's that simple. will say the hot. I will say it's a lot of hot pink on that fucking wig though. I don't know. Wouldn't necessarily be my cup of tea, but you do you. You know, at the end of the day, it's your stuff. If you want to wear it, like if you want to wear that, that's up to you. I was expecting like actual highlights in it and stuff like that, not the full color spread. New hint. So I saw the bill. Let me check my finances tomorrow and put aside the money, and I'll get back to you tomorrow if I'll pay you or if we'll continue. Because I think I still have wiggle room. No comments. Nope, no new comments. Yeah, nope, looks fine, Osra. It looks solid on you.
Oh yeah, did old mate ever get around to making the debug all of war?
I told him to message me when he finished it, or to comment on it.
Because Resident Evil then someone was just full of piss and bluster and they couldn't get it done.
Give it some time, give it some time. Maybe they were in the middle of working on it.
I'm sure they are.
Our total pink wig can escalate to a red one very quickly.
Oh, actually, did you hear the news that because of Claire Obscure, Square Enix is thinking of having Final Fantasy 17 go along those lines gameplay wise?
Sounds about right. Now they finally see someone actually perform it better.
It's like, well, what's that? A turn-based style that people actually really dig. Maybe we should go back to being turn-based again. Ah, no. No!
What's wrong?
No! The game froze!
Are you serious?
Oh, please tell me Lord Osiris. Oh, we back. We good.
Yeah, we're back. What are you gonna do?
Buddha Takarishwana.
Blame Ubisoft? Oh, hang on. Well, looks like John Wick's got some bullet timing feats now.
He's always had them.
Well, no, but I guess in the ballerina, because I'm watching the fight scene, because I guess I'm going to upload YouTube, she fires the bullet, and he picks up his jacket to block the bullet at that point.
Yeah. And he does that in 3 and 4 as well.
Does he?
Yeah. He does it to shotguns.
I was under the impression he prepped it.
No. Because Kane does it too.
Yeah, but Kane's blind. Damn, this ain't even a fight. This is just an ass whooping.
Oh, yeah. Like, he showed at any point if he wanted to, he could have killed her.
I'm actually kind of surprised they went that route.
What? They're going to have this young child who just came out of training beat John Wick in a fight.
No. I didn't think they were actually going to make it so clear that he's that much better than her. Because correct me if I'm wrong, they're from the same school technically, right?
Technically, yes.
So, like, I expected her to be able to put up a little more of a fight, but no, it's really just like, I'm the main character, you need to chill out.
This is where you have to remember, darling. I'm the main character, you're the spin-off.
You have to remember, this is the John Wick universe, not the Continental universe.
For the most part, it's a solid movie. It was better than Thunderbolts.
Not really a high bar, but alright.
No, because like I heard from people that like Thunderbolts was the best MCU movie to come out in recent years. I'm gonna be fucking very honest with you. No, the fuck, it's not.
Which would you say was better?
Fucking the last Ant-Man movie.
Really? You actually liked Ultimania?
Yeah,
I see.
nothing wrong with Ultimania.
The world has already established that John Wick is the best and everybody else are nobodies. That's not entirely true. There are plenty of characters in John Wick who can fight John Wick and can cause him trouble. It's just that in an overall scenario, he is the best one.
But there are definitely people who are on par with him.
He's not vastly superior to everyone on the planet. It's just that out of every assassin on the planet, he's the one who is the most dangerous. But in a 1v1 fight, there are plenty of people who could potentially... Well, I don't know, because the fucked up part about it is that every time someone fights John Wick, it's after he's exhausted or already fought and killed multiple people.
Well, this is the problem that most people don't understand. Like, besides from like the fourth film, every feat he has done, he is still tired, and it's still technically like
Injured.
either the same day or the very next day from like the first movie. Like the first three movies take place like less than a span of a week, so he is still exhausted and extremely hurt.
So that's the problem too, is like most people fight John Wick when he's injured as well. So it's like, so of the people who fought John Wick in the movies, in the first movie, the only guy who actually fought him was Vigo, and Vigo fought him when he was injured. He puts up a decent fight, but it's still an injured John Wick. Then there was the black dude in John Wick 2, the bald guy who like goes after him on the train. But same situation. And then there's the mute girl, who probably had like the most fair fight against John at that point, to be fair. But she also gets killed relatively easily. And then you have the bald Chinese guy, I believe, from the third movie.
You have the bald Chinese guy.
I think his name's Zero.
You have Kane, and you have the man who has the dog. Is it the tracker?
Yeah, the tracker. Okay, so the sushi guy, he's Japanese. Okay, I think his name's Zero. Let me look it up. Okay, yeah, listen, his name's Zero. So Zero had a lot of good skills, and he had a relatively fair fight with John. But the problem is that it was a John Wick who had been fighting in the Continental the whole time. Like, I don't think we've ever seen anyone fight John Wick in a fair 1v1.
A healthy John 1v1.
Yeah, like we've never seen anyone take on peak condition John Wick.
And everyone he's fought has been in tip-top condition. And this is also after he's been like bum rushed by hundreds of
Welcome back, Ozra.
professional killers.
Yeah. My phone died? I see. Just like in DBZ, where there are people who defeated Goku, DBZ debunks itself. The message is trying to send training greater than genetics when Vegeta never trained and is still a little superior in saying, no, Vegeta trains. Vegeta trained. That's actually
Vegeta trains all the time. He religiously trains because he wants to catch up to Goku.
The irony is that Vegeta actually trains harder than Goku. But even as a young kid, the flashbacks confirm Vegeta was training when he was a kid.
Saiyans train.
But yeah, where was I? So unfortunately, we've never seen anyone fight John Wick in peak condition. But based on statements and the way he talks to people and the way he takes people's threat assessments, there are people who could fight John Wick even in peak condition, who would cause him problems. The tracker, I'm not going to really say would cause him problems. It's just, I mean, he was just really good at tracking. Vegeta was literally blowing up planets as a kid. Yeah, but that'd be non-canon material.
No, that's fucking non-canon. That's not in the manga. Because technically, that gets contradicted by Vegeta's fight with Goku, where it took his full-powered Gallic gun to destroy the planet.
But yeah, no. So that's why I'm glad John Wick won the fight, and I'm glad they made it clear he was superior. I'm just surprised at how superior they made him. So Vegeta, despite all the shit talk, didn't underestimate and came full intentions to Earth to be scary and slay. I mean, not to be that fucking guy, but Vegeta literally showed up on Earth, stomped out everybody, and literally only loses because the plot doesn't go Goku over.
Well, this is what people need to understand. Like, Nappa was stomping everyone out until Goku came.
Yeah, a lot of people like to give Vegeta shit, but like,
Hello, waving hand. I'm chubby. Your gaming skill is perfect.
literally just consider this position for a minute. That the only reason Vegeta lost to fucking Goku is because Goku went to the afterlife, trained with a freaking centuries, probably thousands of years old fucking master. Nappa would have died to Krillin's disc attack. Okay, yeah, but the Destructo disc literally was
Yeah, but in the same vein, so would have Vegeta, and so would have like most of the people who ever could have been hit, besides from like Cell, apparently.
Also, to clarify, the Destructo disc hits way above its weight class. Like, if we're gonna make that argument, we can argue that like Frieza would have died to the Destructo disc, because I think canonically Frieza would have died to every version of the Destructo disc except no, I think every version of Frieza just dies to it. Like, you have to understand, when Cell no-sold the Destructo disc, that was actually a what the fuck moment.
That was supposed to be a what the fuck moment, because up to that point, the Destructo disc has either one shot, or the antagonists have had to dodge it. So Krillin had literally zero reason to believe that it wouldn't work.
Throughout the entirety of the series' lifespan up until that point, the Destructo disc was an attack that could kill anybody. It was the unspoken rule of Dragon Ball that the Destructo Disc can kill them if it hits. Also, I don't know if this is in the manga, but I know it's in the anime where Krillin throws a Destructo Disc at Kid Buu, and it actually does cut through Kid Buu. Yeah, the original Vegeta was damn psycho. Goku was like, willpower overtakes genetics. Vegeta is like, bro, thinks he's the only one who trains. Also, don't you need to destroy Cell's Nexus to kill him, so the Destructo Disc wouldn't have killed him regardless?
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
But no one knew that at that point.
And Cell's not exactly gonna stand there and fucking tell you until, like, he can use it to brag.
Who's got the mask? Some guy being a dick. Probably. There was like a point Goku blasted Cell's upper half and Cell still regenerated, but couldn't just be that some of Cell's cells were still alive. Listen, I'm gonna give you an honest answer. The author did not think through Cell surviving Gohan's attack. Cause the same logic he gives for his body surviving, okay, so if you kill his
well no, because he talks about his core, but the problem is that like that's proven to be kind of false, because once he blows himself the fuck up, he says that he came back because his cells remembered. It's like, well, do you have a core, or is it because of cell memory?
Well, so that's what I was gonna say. I think the core is the emergency backup that will always let him come back, but I think his own cells will bring him back after a while. I personally am not the biggest fan of how the Cell Saga ended. I appreciate that Gohan got his time to shine. I just felt like it kind of defeated the purpose of all that build-up, that Cell was like vastly inferior to Gohan's like abilities. It just seemed kind of like, to be perfectly frank, it seemed kind of fucking stupid. Like, I don't hate the idea that Gohan had this power. I just hate the fact that the fight was not closer than it actually was.
It's not the fact that, like, the build-up wasn't there for, like, Gohan to eclipse the people in power. The problem is that the way they set Gohan up as a character made it feel really flat.
Could you stop getting fucking captured? Are you gonna be sexually assaulted? gonna have to make the stream 18 plus afterwards.
No, you don't. They're painted.
How strong is Orange Piccolo? Not too sure.
I still haven't seen that movie, actually.
I mean, the manga already caught up to it.
Good?
Yeah. Very convenient. They're bad at burning people.
We're going to put you in a burning pit. What's this? A water connected to a cave behind it. Maybe we should, do something about that. No?
So I don't normally watch VTubers, and I know really weird thing to segue this into. But did I ever tell you about the turtle VTuber who made 2 AIs, and they're like actually AIs that learn from Twitch chat to like respond to things and talk?
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
It's not like the greatest content, but it is enjoyable watching the avatars talk to each other at times, because the AI is actually like, you can tell they're AI. They're not like super.
Well, didn't they also kind of learn how to give the person shit as well?
Yeah, that's why they give him shit, because they learned from Twitch chat. But no, it's just funny because on occasion they will call him dad, and I don't know. It's like that's kind of interesting. The fuck? Because after that, Goku says that Gohan's afraid what would happen to the Earth. So yeah, I think that even prior to he lost his arm, he was holding back. Yes. So there's a heavy implication that Gohan there's a heavy implication that Gohan in Super Saiyan 1, if he tried to go all out, would have beat Cell relatively easily. We'll go ahead and save here for a day.
We're just out here just making enemies of everyone.
It's just like real life. So yeah, let's see if there's any questions here. Does your character ever say anything, or is he a side protagonist? The character did talk. Is Leon Kennedy equal or stronger than Chris Redfield? I'd say they would be considered equal or comparable. Which makes you wonder if Gohan in the Buu Saga was weaker or holding back, because Vegeta might just be seeing him. No, he is weaker.
No, he's weaker because Vegeta gives him shit at the start during the tournament where it's just like, you were stronger before. I think even Piccolo and Krillin give him shit where it's just like, we could take Cell now.
So every one of them gives him shit, but most people basically say during the arc that they're stronger than he was when he beat Cell.
It's not until he trains with, is it the Grand Kai?
Yes.
That he becomes stronger and relevant again?
Yeah. Because during his fight with Deborah, because I believe Gohan fights Deborah in the arc.
Deborah is specifically stated to be either as strong or stronger than Cell.
Yeah. And Vegeta and Goku both point out that if Gohan was back in his teenage years, he would have already won the fight. What did your character say? The character said that they saw the boss. So, with that said, we're going to call it there for today. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Take care, everybody. Have yourselves a nice night.